Alright, welcome to the Rouse Point Civic Center here for the hockey match between the Northeastern Clinton Cougars and the Beekmantown Eagles. And the face-off, opening face-off, won by Beekmantown as they carry it back into their own zone. Beekmantown carries it up, throws it up to center ice. Beekmantown moving in over the blue line. There's a shot, wide of the net to the left. Taken by Brian Young, over to Colin Price at the defense. Price controls Brian's own net, throws it up around to the left wing to Dossie. Dossie throws it back to the defense to Price, who throws it to Dossie. It's tipped down the ice, and nearly have an icing call against the Cougars here. To the left of the scene. We went Beekmantown back out to its own, back out to the Northeastern blue line where they moved up to center ice. So it's taken by Brian Young. Across the line, there's a weak shot. It's wide of the net. And throwing back around behind the Beekmantown goal. Jason Lemieux forechecking. There's Beekmantown, kicks it ahead to their own line. No, it's intercepted by Young, who shoots a wrist shot. It's wide of the net, right in front. Jason Lemieux can't bang it in at the side. Back behind the Northeastern net, Beekmantown net, and Eagles clear up to center ice on a 2-on-2 rush. Moving around to the outside, throws it down in front. There's a quick shot and a save made by Racine. Another quick shot, another good save by Racine, and Racine's down, but. So it looks all right, and good goaltending by Racine in the Northeastern nets to thwart the Beekmantown attempts. Off to the right of Racine here as the net came off the moorings. With 13:50 left to go in the first. Face-off, won by the Cougars. And the Cougars break out to center ice. Luca Frembach throws it into the Beekmantown zone. Caroms off the boards, and miscommunication by Beekmantown leads to a shot by Northeastern. And shoulder saved by the Beekmantown goaltender, and moves back up to the North Beekmantown line. It's dumped back in by Patrick Fleury. Beekmantown controls it in its own zone, tries to move it up the boards, out to the point, and Beekmantown works out. We have a 3-on-1 developing. Beekmantown and tries to stuff it in the short side, unable to. Nice save by Racine once more. Beekmantown controlling behind its own net. Fleury checking. And Brock controls and throws it back around the boards. Yeah, penalty call coming up against it looks like the Cougars here. It looks like Fleury's going to get 2 minutes here. So early off in the first period, Beekmantown's going to have the first power play. It's off to the right of Racine, won by Beekmantown. Out to the point, and a nice job by Brian Young, cleared out to the zone. And Beekmantown will control in its own zone. Throws up to center ice, bad pass, intercepted by Lamberton, who throws it back down to the Beekmantown zone. Beekmantown working up, and nice play by Nashadasi to poke check it away. Beekmantown now gets across the Northeastern line, moving in, throws it in front, and a whiff on the one-timer. And Colin Price unable to get it out of the zone. Kept in by the Beekmantown point. And a tip out in front, taken by Lamberton, and he clears it down the ice. As the Cougars lead the pressure. Brian Young doing a good job forechecking, beats everyone down. Stick handling works around, and a backhanded shot. And a good save by the Beekmantown netminders. Brian Young did a nifty move to get the backhanded shot off. It's off to the left of the Beekmantown netminder. And a quick shot, blocked by defense by Peter Racine. As Beekmantown works it out to its own zone. And sidesteps a check, working in down that right wing with a shot. And another save by Racine. Back out to the Beekmantown point, throws it into the corner. Intercepted by Price, who loses it in front. Lamberton controls. Lamberton working down, and good job throwing it down the ice. So, with just under 20 seconds to go in the power play, Beekmantown has to regroup. Controls it in its own zone. And there's a pass that doesn't connect, and Price will control. Price throws it back down again, no icing. With the power play just ending now, as Northeastern successfully kills it off. Beekmantown working in over the Northeastern's line. There's a shot, blocked by the defense. And the Frembach controls for Northeastern. Fleury throws it up, out of the zone. Fleury tries to control, poke checks it away from the Beekmantown players. Taken down with no penalty call. Fleury forechecking with a good hit behind the boards. And Northeastern thrown out to the Northeastern zone, controlled by Brock. Dumped out to center ice, chased by Lemieux. Lemieux forechecking on Beekmantown. Beekmantown controls it, brings it up to center ice. Over the Northeastern line, there's a slap shot, and beats Racine on the glove side high. And Beekmantown with an early 1-0 lead here with 10:57 to go in the first period. Cougars are down early here, and that's nothing new, but after what happened there in their last game with a 3-3 tie with Northwood B, they showed that they have the ability to come back here. Beekmantown works into the zone, gives it up to Brock. Brock throws it up to Brian Young, who tips it past center ice. And intercepted by Nasser Dossie. Dossie working down, throws it behind the Beekmantown net. Beekmantown controls, throws it back around. Controlling in their own zone. And, you know, scrum along the boards. And Beekmantown works its way out, and we've got a penalty call coming up here against, I believe Beekmantown had control of the puck. So, yes, we do have a penalty call. And Northeastern will get a shot at a power play now. I got a correction here. That's coincidental minors we have. So we'll be playing 5-a-side here for the next minute and a half. And a quick shot off the face-off. And easily stopped by the Beekmantown netminder. Off to the right of Palmer. Taken by Price, thrown in behind the Beekmantown net. Well, the Eagles control in their own zone. Trying to get it out of there. Trying to get it out. And they moved up to center ice where it's thrown back in by the Cougars. Thrown here to the near side, to center ice. And it's thrown into the Northeastern zone. Price controls behind the net. Beekmantown forward checking. Trying to work it out, gets thrown into the corner. Lamberton controls for Northeastern, throws it up, but can't clear it out. But Brian Young, Northeastern develops a 2-on-1. Brian Young working, throws it for Nasser Dossie with a shot, and it's broken up by the Beekmantown defense. Lamberton pinching in, and we have a 2-on-1 the other way with Beekmantown. Looking, there's a weak shot, it trickles in the Racine. Got a little trouble with it, but it gets cleared out of the net. With 30 seconds to go left in the penalties, Northeastern clears it down. And we have no icing. Icing has been waved off as Palmer stops behind the Beekmantown net. Beekmantown working out of its own zone. Throws it up to its own line, out to center ice, over the Northeastern line. And neglects not to shoot. There's a shot from the point. Saved by Racine, thrown out by the other Racine. Beekmantown controlling at center ice, starting to control the tempo of this game. So work in. There's a shot, gets through. Stopped by the net, stopped by Racine. Thrown down to be an icing call against the Cougars here. So face off to the right of Racine. And it's, well, not really won by anybody, but it's thrown in just off the top of Racine's glove and trickled wide. It's on the back of the net, and that'll cause a face-off in the Northeastern zone. Off in the outside of the Northeastern zone. And it's won by Racine. And Fleury throws it over to Carson. Carson working over center ice, dumps it into the Beekmantown zone. It's intercepted by Hamlin. Hamlin working in the corner. Throws it around behind Beekmantown net. Beekmantown gets it up to its own line. Tries to get up to center ice, and it's thrown back in by Hamlin. But intercepted in a good poke check by Hamlin. As he works over the little skating room. And they work it into the Beekmantown zone. Good work by this Northeastern line. Hamlin blocks another puck clearing attempt. As Beekmantown makes a nifty move and works it in. We have 3-on-2 developing. There's a quick shot blocked by Fleury. Thrown back out in front again. And it's taken by Hamlin over his own line, out to center ice. And he dumps it into the zone as the Cougars are changing. Lemieux behind the Beekmantown net. Trying to get it free. Thrown in, taken by Young, throws it back out to Fleury. There's a shot, blocked by defense. Back into the corner. Cougars throwing some little pressure on now. There's Fleury with a weak slap shot. Thrown back into the corner. Dossie throws it back around the net. Dumped down in front by Young, no one there. And Beekmantown controls. Gets it up to its own line. And sidesteps a check by Fleury. And loses it. Fleury controls, throws it out to center ice. Beekmantown controlling at center ice. Throws it in, it's taken by Fleury. Makes a move, but loses it. And thrown back in, will be controlled by Brock in the Northeastern zone. Brock working up, throws it up to Dossie. Dossie dumps it into the Beekmantown zone, all the way around, where Brian Young will take control. And throw it back around to Dossie, who centers in front. There's a quick shot by Jason Lemieux, and he scores! Jason Lemieux on a nifty centering pass by Nasser Dossie, and the Cougars are on the board. So it's 6:43 to go. The Cougars have tied to score at 1. All right, I believe the scoring on that Northeastern goal will be Lemieux from Young and Dossie. So the Cougars with a little life here. Face off won by Beekmantown. They throw it into their own zone. So they work it up to center ice. Dumped into the zone. Colin Price controls. Throws it out to center ice. Beekmantown throws it over to the other defense. Dumps it into the Cougar zone. Price will control behind his own net. Price with a nifty move. A little bit too far though. And Beekmantown gains control. Steps out in front. Doesn't shoot it though. Dumps it into the corner. Man well covered by Lamberton. Hamlin takes it. He takes a hit. But stays with it. Beekmantown cutting out in front. There's a weak backhand shot that's blocked by Peter Racine. Oh, no penalty call on that. Peter Racine was hooked. And there's a quick shot. A nice save by Jen Racine on that wrist shot. And Colin Price is hauled down. That's going to be a penalty against the Eagles. So that man just earned himself a round. The Cougars with their first power play of the afternoon here. And Price wins the face-off, throws it up to center ice where it's cleared back in by Beekmantown. Lamberton controlling by his own net. Throws it up to Dossie. Dossie can't stop it. Beekmantown controls at the center ice and throws it back around once more. Lamberton in control here as Northeastern tries to get its power play set up. Price behind the net. And he works it out. Nifty move, passes up to Lamberton. Lamberton skates over center ice and dumps it in for Brian Young. And there's a whiff on a clearing attempt by Beekmantown. And it's cleared all the way back down again. Another attempt. So, Cougars have a little trouble getting their power play going here, but this commentator has no doubt that they will at least get a shot here. So as Jason Lemieux works it down over to Beekmantown now, he's unbended. Behind the net, Dossie gives it out to Lamberton. There's a shot, goes wide. And Price can't keep it in at the own line, and he takes down the Beekmantown player. No penalty call, play continues. Thrown up for Jason Lemieux. Jason Lemieux with a nifty move, and we have a one-on-one occurring here with Jason Lemieux working down the side. Takes a shot right into the glove of the Beekmantown goaltender, Palmer. And it's clearing attempt. Stopped by Dossie. Out to Fleury. Fleury with a shot. He's got a rocket, folks, but that one won't connect. Fleury controls once more. Throws a little wrist shot in, easily blocked by the Beekmantown defense. And Beekmantown controls over its own, goes into the Northeastern line. Penalty is over. So both teams have 6 skaters on now. Or 5 skaters, mind you. Not counting the goalie. So, in the Beekmantown zone, Cougars forechecking. Beekmantown trying to get it out as they control and working out behind their own net. Into the corner, the Eagles work and thrown out to the Northeastern zone, Northeastern line. Back up to center ice. Beekmantown controlling at its own line. Throws it back in. No one connected on that pass. And Jason Brock will control. And it's tipped ahead to Pat Carson, who takes a hit. Pat Fleury controlling on his own boards with a nifty move. Throws it across for Luke Lefrembaugh. Lefrembaugh can't control. And into the Beekmantown working, getting into the Cougar net, Cougar zone. And working once more. Large scrum over in the corner. Taken out by Beekmantown as he works behind the net. Throws it out in front. And it's taken by Peter Racine. Peter Racine clearing the top, doesn't get past the Beekmantown point. And the Cougars get out to the point once more. There's a weak shot. I think someone might have taken it in a noggin. But nevertheless, it goes into the side, and Peter Racine dumps it up to center ice. There, Beekmantown once more controls. The Eagles putting a little pressure on the Cougars here as the Cougars make a defensive change. Jason Brock throws it up the wing, and Pat Carson clears it back around to the other side. Luke Lefrembaugh throws it up, stopped at the Beekmantown line. Thrown back in to the corner. And the Cougars still unable to clear. Pat Carson gains control and gets it out. Beekmantown now back in at the center ice. As they control, throw it into the zone. There's a shot. There's a shot that goes wide. And Jason Lemieux can't clear. Shot in. Save made by Racine. And it's cleared down. This should be a nice call against the Cougars here. So, just under 2 minutes to go. Face-off will be back in the Cougar zone. Face-off to the right of Racine. And it's won by the Cougars. They get it out. And can't be taken. Beekmantown point man can't control it. Lemieux takes his man down. As Dawsey goes into the zone. Delayed offside call. And I think it's a delayed offside. Yeah, face-off. Face-off just outside the Beekmantown zone. Won by the Eagles. Beekmantown into the Cougar zone. Working on the corner. Poke check by Colin Price. Here's a quick backhand shot. Covered up by Racine. So, face off in the northeastern zone. Face off to the right of Racine now. And it's won by the Cougars. Colin Price can't clear around the boards. Chips to the head. Taken by Beekmantown. Throws to the far side. No one's home. Kept it at the line. Thrown over in front. Dawsey tries to relieve the pressure. Beekmantown working in. And Racine wisely covers up. Looks like 21 of Beekmantown's looking for a Bruja. But Price not biting here, so a little skirmish after the play here. Number 21 of Beekmantown. Minute and a half vacation in the penalty box. So the Cougars get a power play here with just over a minute to go here in first period. They work it into the Beekmantown zone. Beekmantown controls. Nice move by defense. Throws it out. That's going to make it all the way down. So Price will control with 53 seconds left in the first period. Price throws up to Lamberton, who has it taken off by Beekmantown player. And I lost what happened here, and it's covered up behind the northeastern net. 37 seconds to go. Face off to the left of Racine. Won by the Cougars, and Brian Young skates out to center ice with a little bit of room. Throws it up to Dawsey. Dawsey throws it behind the net to Young, was intercepted by Beekmantown. Nicely poke checked away by Young. Out to the point. Dawsey throws it into Young. Tries to throw it out front. Dawsey throws it around behind the net. Young and Lemieux working there. Back out to Fleury. Backhand shot turned aside. 10 seconds to go in the period. Fleury looking for somewhere to go. Throw down front, be cleared down. That should be the end of the period here. So, now 1 second left. We got a. All right, 1 second left here. We had Quincy Miners after that play. So it'll just be a mere dropping of the puck here. End the first period. And there it is with Beekmantown Eagles and Northeastern Cougars tied at 1 after the first period play. Gravity can't be my color man. All right, we have Hawks here in the second period. Beekmantown still short-handed. And it's thrown down into the Cougar zone. Colin Price controls. And 1-1 score here. Price moves it up center ice. Makes nice move to get around. Poke check from behind. Lamberton controls. Throws it up to Brian Young, who works it down the wing and is checked off the puck. And Beekmantown controls, works its way up. And that should have been an icing call, but the refs didn't quite know what they were doing. So play continues on.
Can't call icing when they're on a power play.
Power play's done, my friend.
Huh?
Power play's done, had to be.
Oh,
Just one guy had his hand up, the other one didn't. Anyways. Beekmantown controls behind its own net. And nice poke check by Peter Racine. And it's thrown down center ice where Beekmantown controls. And works around the corner and checked out the puck. We got a penalty coming up here against God knows who. Looks like Lamberton trying to get into another scuffle. He's known for that. Real hothead on the team.
all right, Bradley!
Handed. The face off to the right of Racine. Won by the Cougars. And controlled by Beekmantown in the corner. He steps out in front. There's a quick shot. And back out to the Beekman Northeastern line. Beekmantown point controls, working around the side of the net, tries a wraparound attempt, saved by Racine, and somehow it's cleared out. And Beekmantown controls by Northeastern net. Brock can't get the check, out to the point. They're at the point. There's a weak wrist shot. Back out to the point again. He shoots this time, wide of the net to the left. Beekmantown working the puck very well here on this power play. The Cougars desperately trying to clear the zone. Oh, anyways. Beekmantown throws it in front. Quick passing play didn't click. Back out to the Beekmantown Northeastern line. There's a little backhand. Doesn't connect in. Northeastern throws it down. So, Beekmantown controls. We have a special guest here. Former Cougars defenseman Chris Rabideau is here to watch the game with us. Chris suffered a season-ending injury to the third and fourth vertebrae. So he's migrated up to the commentating booth there. As Beekmantown stepped down in front but couldn't get it past. Brian Young intercepts the pass and works his way up and calmly throws it down out to center ice. So, Beekmantown controls again, throws it into the northeastern zone. Jason Brock controls there. The penalty is over. Cougars successfully kill off another Beekmantown power play and dump it into the zone as the Cougars change here with 11:50 to go in the second period. And bad passing play by Northeastern, and we got an offsides call here against the Cougars. A penalty against the Cougars, excuse me. Not against the Cougars, against the Eagles. Yep, so with 11:48 here, they're going to second period. Cougars are going to get a power play here. And Jason Lemieux works in. And he controls it in the corner. Back out to Lamberton at the point. He dumps it into the corner. There, Brian Young control. Back out to Lamberton once more. Lamberton. Tries to give it to Fleury. Pass didn't connect. Dossie's on the control. Lemieux with a quick shot, and that dinged off the post and cleared down. So what do you think of the game so far, Chris?
Cougars are doing all right.
You heard it here, Fred?
Win that face-off.
Lemieux wins the face-off, and Dossie controls and dumps out to center ice where Beekmantown will control it and clear back into the zone. Lamberton gets in behind his own net, working it. Sets up the power play behind his own net and works out. Dumps it up to Lemieux. Lemieux can't handle the pass. And it's dumped back in once more. Lamberton pinches. And another clearing attempt by Beekmantown is stopped by Fleury. Fleury gives it up to Brian Young. Brian Young working in. Looking for someone to pass to. Gives it out to Jason Lemieux. Lemieux throws it back into the corner for Young. Young. Over to the corner for Dossie. Dossie to Young. Young wide of that, dumps it out in front. The Cougars banging at it and it stays out. Dossie will control in the corner. Throws it right out in front and it's covered up by Palmer.
Come on.
Yeah, that's Chris, people. Anyways, the face-off, off the face-off, quick shot. There's a slap shot by Price that sails over the net. Might have been deflected. So, we're still 1-1 here with a power play is over, so both teams at full strength now. All right, face-off here outside the Beekmantown line. Controlled by the Cougars, and they dump it into the zone. Beekmantown controls there. Works out center ice, and a bone-crushing hit by Peter Scene. Controlled by the Cougars as Jason Brock controls it in his own zone, throws it out to center ice. Peter Scene dumps it out to his own line again. Beekmantown setting up in neutral ice, and that's an offside call against Beekmantown. So, as many of you have noticed here, face off outside Northeastern line. Many of you noticed Cougars sporting new uniforms now. So, maybe they'll give them a little more out boost here. They just cleared in front of their own net, and Pat Carson controls. Nifty move up. So, Carson takes a hit. Beekmantown controls behind its own line, behind its own net. and dumps it down the ice. And looks like the icing has been waved off as Price controls behind his net. She works it up. It's run out to the line. It should be an offsides call, I think, but they missed it. Anywho, Price dumps it out and dumps it down the ice. So, Chris, what do you think of the Cougars' new uniforms?
I think they're pretty awesome.
Anyways, the fans like them, the players seem to too. So, the Cougars trying to get something going here in the second period. They've seen a little bit sluggish. There's a high shot. Over the net. Controlled by, I can't see here, too many fans in the way. Anyways, Colin Price controls behind in the corner. And it's dumped out by the Cougars once more off the center ice. Beekmantown controls as they work it ahead. And it's back around behind the northeastern net. There, Price controls. He does a spin move, gets around. And it pops out front to Racine. We got a penalty call here against, I believe, Beekmantown. My color man tells me that's Bob Facto in the penalty box for the Eagles as Patrick Fleury starts the rush for the Cougars and dumps it out for Nasser Dossi. Funny hop off the boards. Look out in the scorer's booth. Cougars can send a, whoa, there's a long shot off the boards. As Eagles clear it back into the northeastern line. Lamberton controls by his own net. As Fleury works it up. Gets it up to the line. But then, almost gets it by. Fleury with a decent rush. Ooh, there's a hit in the corner on Fleury. Thrown back out to Lamberton. Throws it over to, I'm not sure. There's a shot. Oh, just tipped high in the net. Brian Young keeps it in. Good work keeping it at the point. Brian Young doing good work keeping it at the point. He's lost a glove, but he's still out there. Jason Lemieux trying to work it in for the Cougars as Beekmantown throws it behind its own net. And Brian Young will control there. Taken by Brad Lamberton. Beekmantown pass out in front. And Lamberton trying to clear it out. Does a good job on the players off, and he takes a tough hit. Keeps on going, and he's going to control the puck once more. And we got 10 seconds to go to the power play here for the Cougars. Nice cross-ice pass to Young. Throws into the zone. Oh, that was Dossie, excuse me. And Beekmantown trying to clear again. Blocked by Fleury. Nice sidestep. There's a shot. Just wide of the net here as it whistled by. There's a shot. Oh! Fleury can't put it in. On the quick and a nice pass play. And Constantine works in. And oh! Yes! Nice save by Racine. She stoned him. And the Cougars break back out again with a 3-on-2. And there's a pass out in front. Good end-to-end action here in the second period. As Jason Brock is unable to, well, yes, he does clear it out. Beekmantown works it in. There's a quick shot. Nice save by Racine. So Racine with two great saves in under a minute here keeps the Cougars into the game. Right to Racine. Left to Racine, excuse me. And Cougars break out of their own zone. Pass to the front, but didn't connect. And Beekmantown controls it in its own zone. Thrown up. Pass broken up by Hamlin. Hamlin loses it, and it's thrown back behind the net. There, as Kelsey chases after for the Cougars, takes a hit. Price gives it up to Lefremba. Lefremba loses it and stumped down the ice by the Cougars. No icing call. So, Cougars, it's thrown out to the Cougars to center ice. And it's given up by Price. So it's given out Beekmantown. There's a quick shot and a nice save by Racine. Racine covering the angle well, standing tall. And, well, Cougars control behind their own net. Lamberton gives it up to Brian Young. Oh, nice lead pass is broken away. And Fleury, that's an offsides call, definitely. And they pick it up this time for a change. So a face-off outside the Cougar zone. And the Cougars win the face-off. Thrown out. Brian Young couldn't control it. Beekmantown takes it. Checked off by a puck by Brian Young. Brian.
All right, Brian, nice play.
Lamberton gives it over. Oh, but the Cougars are offside. And Beekmantown controls in their own zone. Young intercepts the pass. Oh, he hacks. Dawsey with a wide angle shot. Covered up by Palmer. Face off to the right of Palmer. And Beekmantown controls. There's it down the ice. This could be a chance for Beekmantown as he works in. And Jang covers up. So a nice defensive play by Price to make it on face off. Right, we're seeing. Scrumming in the corner and throw around to the center ice where it's dumped in by the Cougar. Dumped in by Beekmantown. Lamberton moves it behind his own net. And Dawsey can't control it. And it's dumped in front, but nobody home for Beekmantown. Lamberton controls. Dumps it up the ice. And that gets by Beekmantown. No icing. Brian Young in pursuit. It gets all the way around. Taken by Dawsey. Good hustle to pick it up, but he's checked off and Beekmantown works its way up. The lefty little move across. Broken up. And clearing pass is blocked by Beekmantown. Thrown in once more. And here comes Dawsey. Throws it up, bounces off the boards. And Beekmantown controls once more. So, Beekmantown throws into the zone, taken by Price. Oh, Beekmantown put a good hit on the boards there. Price working his way up. Gives it up for Dawsey. Wide angle shot. Save. Price to the rebound. Oh! Northeastern just almost had one there. A nice play by Jason Brock. As he dumps it ahead to Pat Carson. That shot's wide. Jason Brock with another wide shot. Cougars trying to get some pressure here. Carson dumps it back in. Once more. Beekmantown throws it around its own boards. Oh! Nice hit by Jason Brock. It's thrown back in. Patrick Fleury controls. Dumps it ahead to Pete Racine. He has trouble controlling. Nice move by the Beekmantown player. He steps across and he's right over in front. Another save by Racine and they score. Yeah, Beekmantown scored. Yeah. Beekmantown goal scored by somebody nobody cares about, but Cougars trailing here 2-1 now after some good wide open action here in the second period. Beekmantown works into its own zone. They control it their own line. There's a pass, not very good, and Dawsey chases for Northeastern. Come back in by Kelsey. Dawsey puts a hit on Kelsey with a slap shot. Oh, Cougars on the rebound. Oh, Brian Young can't quite get control as it goes through his skates. Jason Lemieux with a pass. Kelsey with a good wrist shot throws it back into the zone. And Cougars couldn't force, go in after the delayed offside. Beekmantown works its way in. And someone steps in, the shot just whistled wide. Beekmantown controlling. No. Beekmantown controls the northeastern zone. Tries to stuff it in the side, and another good save by Racine as he covers the post. The Ray Racine. And it's won by somebody. Won by Beekmantown. Shot, a nice pad save by Racine. As the Cougars chase after it, forechecking. And Pete Racine controls and flips it into the Beekmantown zone. Beekmantown throws it in. Lamberton with a nice play, front to 2-on-1. Beekmantown can't control it, and Patrick Fleury gets in. Fleury with a shot, covered up by a Beekmantown goaltender. Hammond with a shot. Oh, just wide. It's Cougars applying more pressure here, and it's back into the zone and be controlled by Fleury. Fleury with a nice move and a nice pass into Hamlin. Hamlin, shot gets blocked by defense, and puck was hit by a high stick here. So, 39 seconds left. Questionable call there, but by the referees, but Price breaks in off the face-off. Working in, throws it out in front for Northeastern. Covered up by Palmer. So Cougars with a quick scoring chance there, but still scoring range 2-1 here. Oh, the face-off is won by the Cougars. And saved by Palmer and put it to the side, or Beekmantown will work it out. And they tip it. This should be an icing call against the Cougars. Icing call against Beekmantown. So, off to the left of the Beekmantown keeper. There's a quick shot. And the Cougars, oh man, off the rebound. Pete Racine just missed a golden opportunity there. For the Cougars to tie it here. Brian Young gloves it down. Dumps in with just 7 seconds to go. Beekmantown with just 2 seconds left to go here. It's one and a quick shot and nothing doing there for the Cougars. And the period ends with Beekmantown leading 2-1, but the Cougars putting a lot of pressure on there late in the period, so who knows what happened in the third. Right, here we are in the third period with the Beekmantown Eagles leading Northeastern Cougars 2-1. And Northeastern wins his face-off and dumps into the Beekmantown zone. Nashadasi throws it out in front. No one there for the Cougars. Beekmantown controls in its own zone. Dumps it ahead where it gets over to the Cougar line, and that's another, no, you didn't call it. There's another offsides call there. That was missed by the refs. And oh, going 14 just blew a big chance. But nevertheless, the score range 2-1 here. As the Cougars clear the zone out to center ice. Beekmantown works in over the line again. And Price checks him off the puck. They get it around. And off the boards, Lamberton knocks it down. Beekmantown throws it out to the slot. But no one there. And the Cougars break out for a 3-on-2. With Jason Lemieux working in. Tries to feed it into Brian Young, but pass is broken up. Nashadasi takes his man down. Beekmantown works in. Jason Lemieux misses the check. And Lamberton takes it and clears it up the boards for the Cougars. Beekmantown clears it in. Nice defensive play by Price. He sets it, puts it aside. And blocked by Brian Young. And we got a semi-break here for Young working up the wing side. He shoots. Save made. He's taken down, but no penalty call. Play continues. Pete Racine clears into the zone. Delayed offside for the Cougars. Good work by Brian Young there. And it's cleared down the zone. We have an icing call against the Beekmantown Eagles here with 13:28 to go in the third period. Face off to the left to Palmer here. And it's won by the Cougars as Pat Fleury controls in the corner. Dumps down front. Pat Carson fans a one-timer. And straight to the corner. Beekmantown clears out to center ice. Should be an icing call against the Eagles here. Man, that's what we have. Face off to the right of Palmer here in the Beekmantown zone. Won by the Cougars. Pat Fleury with a quick shot. That's about 3 feet wider than that. Price controls his own blue line. Brings over center ice, losing control, but gets it again. Shoots into the zone. There, two Cougars can't seem to get a handle on it. And Beekmantown works it out of its own zone. Working its way up. Price shoots it back in again. Oh, almost got the referee. Nevertheless, the play goes on. Shot up to the Cougar line, where Fleury gets it poked away, and gets it back once more and shoots it out, and not out of the Cougar zone. And Fleury working forward in the corner. Beekmantown controls, throws it to the slot, and Beekmantown can control. There's a slap shot. Nice save by Racine, poked away, rebound cleared by Fleury. Fleury with a check in the corner, fighting for it. Takes his man down. Jason Lemieux can't control it. Price working without a stick for the Northeastern defense. Gets it back, and the shot is deflected high and way over the net. So we'll have a face-off here. Face-off, Cougar zone. Won by the Cougars and dumped out to center ice where Brian controls. Oh, almost slips it into Dossie. Pass just broken up by the Beekmantown defense.
Shoot it!
Nice play, Kelsey.
Kelsey throws it to the zone. Dossie centers it in. Young can't get a shot off. Goes into the Beekmantown zone. Young with a quick little shot off there. Tries to wrap around attempt. Can't do it. Wraps it one more time. And he scores! Goal! Brian Young with a nifty goal for the Cougars. Tried to wrap around attempt once. Couldn't get it by, but gets it in on the second try. So with 11:20 to go here in the third period, Brian Young has brought the Cougars back into for a 2-2 tie. And after the centering faceoff, Nasser Dashi works in. He can't control. And it works its way into the Cougar zone. Lamberton can't clear it out, and it's thrown behind the northeastern net. There, Beekmantown controls in the corner. Throws it behind. Lamberton takes his man down in front. Price controls. He takes a hit. No penalty call. Ref's not paying attention at all here, obviously. So, a lot of checking going on in this game. Come on! The Cougars break out. Refs are just not paying attention at all here. This game's getting pretty bad. As Cougars controlling the zone here. And it's held in the zone. It'll be a face-off in the Beekmantown zone here. We'll face-off here. Maybe the poor officiating here will give the Cougars a little bit of fire to go on here. This is one, it's brought out, and got a breakaway here for the Eagles. And, oh, he's saved by Racine. Racine comes up huge for the Cougars here in the third period. Thwarting the Beekmantown attempt to score. Beekmantown works it one more time, another save by Racine. And Corey Hamlin breaks out for the Cougars up to center ice. Beekmantown works it in, pickpocketed by Hamlin. Hamlin can't control again. Sidesteps another check. And it's dumped into the Cougar zone. Going offsides. As it's dumped down, there should be an icing call against the Cougars. And that's what we have. After the right of Racine. Left of Racine. No, right of Racine. I was right the first time. Anyways, the Eagles control. Dump it in front. And they can't control. There's a long shot. Glove, whoa. Off Racine's glove, just wide. And they dump it down. Oh. Now here in the Cougar zone. Won by the Eagles. Here's a quick shot, well wider than that. Dump down in front. Eagles score. Nobody cares. Except for them. Beekmantown with a odd yet probably cheap goal here. Early in the third. They have the lead now. That's 3-2.
Go!
Cougars working up to center ice. There's a shot in by Lamberton. Off the boards, backs up. Off the back of the net. And taken by Lefrembaugh, can't control. So, Beekmantown clears into the zone. Beekmantown sidesteps the check, throws down in front. There's a shot, nice save by Racine. Once again. Really.
Cougars, get it!
Beekmantown up to center ice. Throws into the Cougar zone. So, Beekmantown controlling at the center ice. Thrown across, but there's nobody there for Beekmantown. Lefrembaugh controls for the Cougars. He works it up. He can't control, loses it. Beekmantown works it over center ice. Offside, it's about time. They got an offsides count right for a change here. Just outside the Cougars line after the offsides. Dossie controls. Goes in now. Stayed in, I guess. Brian Young controls. Throws out in front for Dossie in the backhand. Just wide. Young working behind the net for the Cougars. Gets it out in front. Throws it in front of the net. But gets deflected wide into the corner. Young controls once more. Throws it in front. Glove by Palmer. He hangs on. Face off in the Beekmantown zone. One back out to Price. There's a backhanded shot. Just goes wide. Beekmantown works it in, brings it up to their own zone, into the Cougar zone. And it's poke check by Patrick Fleury. As Beekmantown controls in their own zone, works up to center ice. Throws it in where it's taken by Brian Young. Brian Young working into the zone. Trying to step around the outside with a nice move. Loses his edge and he's down. As Beekmantown works it back out with a 2-on-2 developing here. Beekmantown working in. Patrick Fleury with a nice thing. Oh! Nice check by Fleury. Fleury really hammered him. And icing is waved off here. As Dossie works in. Missed the check on Beekmantown. Beekmantown works it up to its own line. And across center ice. Bryce throws it back behind them. And controlled by Beekmantown. Fleury controls. Throws up to Lefrembaugh. Lefrembaugh with a couple nice move. And he's around a couple men with room on the side. Lefrembaugh moving in. And a penalty against the Eagles here. As Lefrembaugh works around the outside. So now Beekmantown zone. One back to Lamberton. Lamberton throws over to Fleury. Takes a slap shot. Oh, just tipped wide. Throws it out in front. Lemieux can't control it, and Beekmantown controls it to their own net. Young goes back to Fleury. Takes a slap shot. Loses it. Once more. Tries to dump it in. He can't. Fleury once more. Throws it in behind. And Lamberton does a good job keeping it at the line. And once more keeps it in. Oh, why did he keep... Lamberton took it out of the zone, and the Cougars have to clear once more. Peter Seen working in the Cougar line. Into Brian Young. Brian Young throws it around for Jason Lemieux. Lemieux right out in front. Palmer elects to knock it over to the side. Young on the backhand. Unable to slam it in. And Fleury controls. There's a shot. Scores! Patrick Fleury on a slap shot from the right point. Beats Palmer. And the Cougars have knotted the score at 3 apiece. I believe that was a power play goal for the Cougars. I'm not sure, but it looked like it. As Patrick Fleury rips a slap shot by Palmer here, and nice low shot. So as action continues here, Beekmantown works into the northeastern zone. Price controls there. And works it out of the zone once more. And no, loses it. Beekmantown works it, tries to dump. Works behind its own, marks behind the Cougar net. Tries to dump it out in front. No one home for the Eagles. There's a wide angle shot. Oh, and a tip in. Attempt just missed by someone's taken down. We've got a man down. Yeah, it looks like the refs missed one more. So that puts the count at about 50 so far this game. Oh, Dossie appeared to be hurt, but made his way off the ice by himself, and Beekmantown controls on the face-off. One more offside call missed by the refs, but that's pretty normal today. So Beekmantown works it in. Cougars fighting everything that they can today. Working hard to try to muster out a win here against the Eagles. Take it behind them, Beekmantown net. Pass up and intercepted by Northeastern. And Beekmantown works it in at 2-on-1. There's a shot and a score. Slap shot from the right circle, and stupid Eagles have scored again here. Go up 4-3 with 4:44 to go in the game. All right, after the goal, just under 5 to go here in the third period. Cougars lose the face-off. Down by one more goal here. See if they can come back here. The front works it on the point. There's a shot, easily gloved by Palmer. We have face-off in the Beekmantown zone. Here's a quick shot by Fleury off the face-off, handled by Palmer. And Beekmantown works its way down. Fleury with a good check, and Beekmantown players down. Tempers seem to be flaring here. The refs have not been able to control this game whatsoever. They have let it get out of hand. As puck is in the northeastern zone. Yeah, there's a penalty. Go to the box, bud. Yep. That's 2 minutes. That's 21 again. That's 3 times. Good for him. 3 times the charm for 21. He's in the box again today. So Cougars will get another power play. A chance to not to score again. Face off just outside the Cougars line. Cougars on a power play now. But Beekmantown wins the face off. And Nasser. Dossie with a big hit. And Price clears into the zone. Cougars working good on the power play. It's a good forward checking here, keeping the puck in the zone. Throw down front. They're unable to put it in. Our Northeastern players dropped. Out to the point for Dossie. Dossie clears it in. And Brian Young controls. Tries a wraparound. Can't get it home. Shoots again. Oh! And Northeastern with so many chances. Somehow or another, Palmer got lucky and seemed to pick them all up. Face off in the Beekmantown zone, won by the Eagles. They cleared all the way down the ice here. With 50 seconds to go on the penalty. Price behind his own net. Works it out. Throws it up to Lamberton. Lamberton gives it to Dossie. Back to Lamberton to Dossie again. All the way up and a long pass for Brian Young. Into the Beekmantown zone. Cleared out to center ice, just outside the zone. Dossie throws it behind the Beekmantown net. Controlled there once more. Cougars on a change here. And it's given to Price. Price can't control, but Lafremba keeps it in at the point. But not anymore, it's just dumped down the zone. Beekmantown working good on the power, now short-handed. They almost worked it in. Price gives up behind his own net. Steps out in front. And a nice save by Racine, and Price clears the rebound out. And the penalty's over. Beekmantown puts it brings it over into the Cougar zone. Checked off by Fleury, just coming onto the back. And a pass out in front, saved by Racine. And once more, nice save by Racine. And the other Racine breaks up the center ice, dumps it into the zone. Frembach chasing. He bumps the player off the puck. Cougars working hard for it. There's Fleury, he's working in. There's a shot, save. Oh, the rebound just wide. Cougars trying to hammer it in. Fleury with a nice, another good shot. Yeah. Camera's on. Get a nice view of the crowd here to come out to support the Cougars here. Pretty large crowd. At the Rouses Point Civic Center. Beekmantown timeout. Face off just outside the Cougar line. Beekmantown wins it. Works its way in. Nice poke check by Price. Throws it up. And Beekmantown as Jason Lemieux controls in his own zone. Throws it behind for Colin Price. Colin Price loses it behind his own net. And Patrick Fleury works his way up to giving it to Brian Young. Young loses it. Oh, and another nice save by Racine. And we've got something going on here behind the play, I'm not sure. Penalty against someone here. Penalty against the Cougars. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense here with a minute to go. Call a penalty against the Cougars being down by 1. The Cougars short-handed here with a minute 8 to go, trailing by 1. They're going to need a miracle here to get out of this hole. And Patrick Fleury skates up with a 2-on-2 rush. He works his way in. There's a shot just wide. Oh, that could have been what the Cougars needed there. Fleury with another good rush. Cougars really stepping up on defense here. Not much time left to go in this game. Beekmantown works it in. There's a long shot. Easily handled by Racine. She covers up with 44 seconds left to go. Face off to the left of Racine here with just 44 seconds left to go in the game. The Cougars break out once more. And cannot handle the pass. A nice play by Pat Fleury. Try to keep it into the zone. As Pete Racine files in, trying to play the defense. There's a shot and they score. Cougars stepping up on defense, unable to cover enough men to back in. Beekmantown scores. So that should put the game away with 27 seconds left. Now the face-off here at center ice. Just 27 seconds left to go here. Beekmantown controls once more. Into the zone. There's a shot. Covered up by Racine. Racine's played a very, very, very solid game in the nets for the Cougars today. Stopped 2 breakaways, but just not quite enough today. Off in the Cougar zone. Won by the Cougars. Dumped in behind the net. 14 seconds to go in the game. Jason Brock clears it in. Pat Carson can't control. Brock throws it out to center ice. 4 seconds left to go. And the game is over. So, shoddily officiated game, but a very good game played by the Cougars. They kept with Beekmantown Eagles for a large percent of the game and consistently came back after being down by, I think, at least 3 times in this game. So, final score here from the Rouses Point Civic Center, Eagles 5, the Cougars 3. Yeah, that's from beautiful downtown Rouses Point.